Hi everyone, Tom Kreager with the Bootleg, brought to you by Farm Bureau Health Plans. And football season is over. I'm here with Cecil, Joyce. I'm Tom Kreager, high school sports editor of the Tennessean. And 6A, Maryville wins their second 6A title in 3 years. Second in 3 years for Derek Hunt. 42-21 winner over Ravenwood. Cecil, you've seen this team the last 2 weeks in Maryville. What's your impressions of what this team has been able to do the last couple weeks?
Well, I think they proved they were probably the best defensive team in the state, first of all. Shut down Ravenwood early, and which really set the tone. Their offense was able to move the ball, but that was large in part because their defense was able to stop the Raptors.
You know, I've seen this Maryville team, this program play for years with GQ, George Quarles, and now with Derek. And, you know, I was thinking to myself, two things. One, you got to be able to exchange score for score, or you're going to get run out of the field. And two, they always seem to find a way to score a late touchdown in a big game right before the first half. Both things happened tonight.
You don't see a lot of coaching differences with Derek Hunt than you did with George Quarles. I mean, he was a disciple of his, a quarterback of his.
He's like a little GQ.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see a lot of change. I mean, it's the same disciplined team, the same team. They're in the right spots at the right times. They don't make a lot of penalties, and they do precise plays that work.
Ravenwood finished the season 13-2. Maryville finishes 15-0, undefeated season for Maryville. And I got to ask a question. It was Aaron Torres, our high school editor at the Knoxville News Sentinel, mentioned it, and actually someone from Maryville, a school official, even mentioned it. Is this the best team Maryville has ever had? And I originally said, you know, GQ. I mean, they went 4 years without losing a game, and they had Aaron Douglas and Tyler Maples. And it's hard for me to say any of those teams aren't better, but those were during the 4A era. Now they're in 6A. They're playing. Let's be honest, they're playing better competition. They're having to beat an Oakland, having to beat a Ravenwood, which was loaded in talent. What's your thoughts?
It's a different makeup than some of the teams I saw during that big winning streak. I saw Hendersonville play them in the state championship a few years back. They were a lot bigger then, bigger kids. Looked like everyone on the team was 6'3" at the time. Yeah. But they're getting it done in the same ways. Their defense has always been the thing they've done. They've gotten it done with good, smart quarterback play. Kay Chambers proved that tonight. It looks a lot the same as a lot of those teams.
It looks like GQ's teams all over again. George Quarles, who's now an assistant coach there at Furman, he's got to be loving what he's seen out of his former school. Kay Chambers, the BlueCross Bowl 6A MVP. And that does it for high school football in the state of Tennessee. It was a bad weekend for Middle Tennessee teams. They go 1-6. Started the whole weekend off with the Davidson Academy state champion, and after that, things went downhill. And really, you take out Davidson Academy and CPA, and until this last game, no one else had scored more than 7 points. You look at NBA 7 points. Pearl Cone got shut out. I think Springfield scored 6 or 7 points. Summit scored 7 points, and then Ravenwood got 2 late scores to get it to 21.
Right. So it was obviously a great feat just to have that many teams get here. Sometimes it's just not your night when you get to a championship game because it's going to be 2 great teams playing.
It was an East Tennessee year, but we'll be back soon. We've got signing day coming up very shortly, so we'll stay tuned. We'll have some special things going on that we did last year. Until then, this has been the Bootleg in Cookeville, of course, sponsored by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Of course, without them, we cannot do shows like this. We thank them for their support. Until then, we'll see you soon.